And please give him a massive round of applause. Go mental for Will Rankin!
Hello guys. So nice to be reminded of the Cocoa Pops incident. Oh, it stained my blouse. It's nice to be back in Brighton. I've been away for a little while and I have missed you, beautiful, bearded Brighton types with your hairdos and your lattes. It is nice to be back. Riddle me this though, Brighton. You buy the fair trade coffee, don't you? You buy your fair trade coffee because it's better for the workers. And you buy your organic food because it's better for your tum-tum. You don't buy the Starbucks coffee because they don't pay their taxes. And that's not good, so you can't buy that. And you don't buy the Primark clothes because it's made by the little kids in the factories, isn't it? And you can't do that. But you don't mind, Brighton, on a Friday night, giving a drug dealer £100 to snort the crushed up blood and bones of Colombian children. The rules don't apply when it's drugs, it's fine. It's Friday night, you've worked all week, what the fuck do they want from you? I mean, I know it doesn't say on the packet, next to the calorific content, warning, contains petrol, ammonia, and hideous human rights abuses. And maybe we poke the kids with sticks to make them go faster. Oh, please, senor, don't hit me anymore. I cannot make any more cocaine. I haven't slept in 48 hours. Shut up, you little mug. Binky and Bertie need their Brighton bugle on a Friday night. Because all Colombian drug dealers sound like East End thugs. But you buy your fair trade coffee, don't you? That's fine. You buy your fair trade coffee and your spirulina dildos. And your fair trade beard oil. I tell you what, if you can find me a drug dealer that sells fair trade cocaine, I'll have 2 grams. But you can't buy Starbucks coffee because they don't pay their taxes. Do you think the fucking idiot that you see on a Friday night that's wearing wraparound shades at 11 o'clock, driving a lowered white Ford Mondeo, do you think he's paying his taxes? Do you think he's filling in his self-assessment tax return? He's going, ooh, job title, midnight entrepreneur. Industry, wholesale and distribution. And who do you think you're fooling by getting into his white, lowered, blacked out Mondeo with a gigantic exhaust pipe on the back and then just driving round the block and getting out again? People aren't looking on and going, oh wow, Uber have really branched out. I've got to download that app. But it's probably just best not to think about it so that you can spend your Friday and Saturday night sat with Margot and John T and Binky, coke ranting each other about how Amazon treat their workers really badly, and you can't buy the sweatshop clothes because of the children. So, while just racking up lines on an iPad with your LA Fitness card. And saying things like, you really actually shouldn't take a multivitamin pill because it actually messes with the internal way that your body processes vitamins. Do you know if Peter still has that number for the guy that does the great ketamine? And of course, if you're going to be a proper Brightonian, you've got to be vegetarian.
Yeah.
You've got to be vegetarian. I mean, vegan, don't worry about if you're not vegan, no one's judging you. Everyone's judging you. But you do what you can, don't you? So you've got to be vegetarian. Of course, you can eat fish. That's fine. It's a fish, isn't it? It's not an animal. Doesn't count. And bacon, obviously. I mean, no one's going to make you stop eating bacon. It's not the Third Reich. And chicken, obviously, because it's a white meat, so that's fine. You can eat that. And lamb, because it's made of wool. But as long as you get your meat from the happy farms, the happy farms where they live a blissful, carefree existence, before they're chopped up into little bits, and they get to, have every summer off, and they've got a minibus that takes them to Disneyland, and they do life drawing classes, learn conversational Spanish. Before that day comes, before that terrible, terrible day. Come here, fellas. Come here, little fellas. That's alright, don't worry, it's fine. Come on, just cuddle him into the nook. No, shh, don't worry. Don't worry, little guy, you're going to a better place. Shh, that's it. Don't fight it, don't try and fight it. That's it, no, get it. Right, get him, fuck him, in the NutriBullet, choose him, flip his feet the fucking lot. Right, get the Albanians on the phone, I'll have 2 grams. There's 4 of us here, a single gram's never gonna last an hour. Right, we need pills as well. Bosch one, shelf one, that's what I always say. Lads. Make it stop, mummy, I don't like this film. I played a show. I'm a hip disc jockey, for those of you that don't know. I played a festival called Bangface. The clue's in the title, you know, it's a vegan Whole Foods festival in the Southport branch of Pontins in February. And sort of more of the Auschwitz about it than you want, really. And did my show on the first night and it was fine. And then tried to escape at 9 o'clock the next morning, I think before any of the zombies awake. There wasn't a lot of food choices at the Pontins. There was kebabs, fish and chips, and whatever you could forage from the Lundis that was on site. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, I stood in the Lundis, feeling more than a little worse for wear, but next to a pair of interesting characters that, before I saw them, I smelt them. They smelt of gentlemen that had been up all night. Their skin pale and translucent, like the greasy paper you get from the chip shop. And they gazed with their, not 1,000 yard stare, but 1,000-year stare. A distance so far it must be measured in light years. One of them will, for the sake of the story, we'll call him Gernard Matthews. Thank you, Simon. And his friend, Gurney Mac. So Gernard Matthews is standing there, sort of hunched over. He's got a crate of 24 cans of Stella under one arm, and a bottle of, not vodka, but vodcat. I think you can get it from one stop down the road, under his arms, and he's there, with his mouth all weaving around, like Mr. Ed the Talking Horse, neighing from all the ketamine seeping out of his pores. And Gurney Mac is standing there, just delicately, with his clammy little wank spanners, just caressing, fingering, if you will, a tube of Baroccas that lay by the till. And Gernard Matthews turns to him, and with his face like a carrier bag full of dying eels, just says, "You know you shouldn't actually take Barocca? You know, they're full of sugar." Thank you very much.